Oh, I'm John Brunning. Now, we all from time to time dream of making a career change, don't we? Well, many of us do anyway. And today I'm going to have a word with a man who's actually done something about it. And in the process, we're going to be taken on a remarkable musical journey. His name is Adrian Munsey. Adrian, you've just come back from the Hebrides. Why the Hebrides and what were you doing up there?
Well, we were making a video to go with a couple of the tracks, but I've always very much liked it there, and those landscapes, they're big landscapes, clouds, seas, and they're lonely. They're very lonely landscapes, though in a way they sort of connect with you and give you some sort of support, really, or containment. And 25 years ago I was trying to do a book of photographs, and I did a lot up there, and it coincided when I was doing an exhibition, and I had some records out, and it was almost the last time I was doing my thing, really. And so going back there reconnected me with, well, almost an age ago.
So in a sense, this is a second bite of the cherry, but you've never really let go of that desire to do your own thing musically, have you?
Well, that's it. You put your finger on it, because I couldn't let go. There's something about the landscapes there and something about this, I can't stop playing the piano, and I can't stop trying to create moods and feelings. And if I do, I get very unhappy. And I've managed to sort of do it in a sort of bubble for 25 years. Now I want to sort of be more adventurous and being more with other people and hoping they like it. It would be wonderful for it to be external to you as well. You'd get some great support. It was not so lonely apart from anything else. Sharing something with people is a tremendous, I was going to say relief. It's a great pleasure as well.
Most of the music is in the major key, Adrian, and yet I sense there's a longing in your music.
Well, some people say it's yearning, really, and that's what it is. And that's what, I start in the major often, and so it's a bit optimistic, but I can't keep it up. I have to go to a minor key or even to suspended, because I'm not that optimistic, you see. But somehow or other, I hope it comes out happy sad, if you see what I mean, because I think it's important to have a go, even if you're a little bit disappointed in the end. Though the way this is going, I won't be if this comes out and everybody likes it. That'll be wonderful. I won't be, you won't be so lonely anymore. It's marvellous.
Is it fair to say that you sought solace in your music in bad times, when things really weren't going as you would have liked?
Well, it's funny you should say that. I must say, things weren't going at all well in 98, 99. And to my amazement, the worse it got, I got slightly better at playing the piano. And I actually, sought some help, really, not in the piano playing, but for myself. And the irony was that I did feel down about quite a lot of things, but I got the first time in my life, I think I got a certain fluency, which was a gift, really, because I didn't expect it. I didn't go bust, but I was worried about that.
Your reputation is in the film and television industry. How surprised were your friends and colleagues by this departure, or were they always aware of it?
Well, one or two people have been, particularly in the last few years, have been very, very supportive. And I've had to write a couple of pieces for people for their birthdays. And those public performances, in a way, reassured me that what I was doing was of interest to other people, and I'm very grateful for them asking me to do that. And that, in the way, they gave me an ultimatum and said, "You've got to do this, Adrian. You've got to bring this out." So it was those people, and I suppose when they said to me, "Adrian, look, I think you're in the frame," I got some confidence from that.
So how did you make the quantum leap from composing and playing for your own pleasure to actually seeing this music orchestrated and professionally recorded?
Well, the breakthrough was finding two wonderful arrangers, John Bell and Jeff Alexander. And John I met first, and John reassured me that my worries about time and tempo were actually, he thought that was the music, and that was a big breakthrough. I stopped worrying about what I was doing, what I was playing, because I thought I wasn't quite technically perfect pianist. And so I got over that, and he and then the orchestra gave me the belief that this was worth doing. And then Jeff Alexander, Jeff does arranges for Richard Robbins and George Fenton, all kinds of people, Jeff also responded. And we worked with quite a slightly bigger orchestra on the Incognito album. And again, the feedback I got, and my own pleasure in hearing it, I couldn't, you know, your self-criticism goes to quite high lengths, but I did quite like it, and I was very happy and touched by the sort of feedback it gets as it becomes outside you.
The issue of tempo seems critical to me in understanding what you do musically. There's an ebb and flow about your music that is the essence of it, really.
Well, I'm really relieved and reassured to hear about this, because I'm interested in hesitation and not being sure, and being confident, not confident, hopeful, down, and you need time to change, or just the hint of, will the music even continue? Could it, the pause sometimes needs to be slightly longer, or I don't do it deliberately particularly at all, but that's how it comes out, and that's the orchestra, because it's conducted. The conductor can conduct different time signatures in each bar, and though you won't hear it particularly, but that's what gives it its ups and downs, and which I hope's something of what it's about.
I do detect that this music has a longing and a loneliness about it, and I feel that that actually gives us an insight into you as a person. Is that fair, do you think?
Well, yes. I'm trying to capture something that that I haven't been able to get hold of always, and so it's like trying to find something and get it outside so it's not lost. And I think when you're on your own, there's an element of consolation about it, but that doesn't take you to other people, you see. So I think the thing has been trying to believing that other people will find in longing or yearning or hope, aspiration, disappointment, all those sorts of feelings that you have in your life, that I wanted to see if one could portray that musically. Because then you get a reassurance, you get some feedback, and there's